In the frozen streets of Berlin, a storm brews in the heart of Europe. Unseen, silent, and deadly. One secret file holds the power to expose every undercover agent in NATO. A document so dangerous, it could shatter the balance of global power. And only one man can stop it. Alex Carter, a fearless American intelligence officer. Sharp, brave, and unbreakable. Alongside his tech genius partner Jake, Hawk, Harrison, and the unpredictable international agent Sophia Romano, Alex dives into a deadly conspiracy where truth and deception are indistinguishable. Every mission is a gamble. Every ally could be an enemy, and every second counts. From the cold warehouses of Berlin to secret safe houses, from encrypted files to shadowy deals, Alex races against time to retrieve the stolen Protocol Nightfall before it's sold to the highest bidder. As bullets fly and secrets unravel, loyalty is tested, and betrayal hides behind every shadow. The world stands on the edge of chaos, and one man's courage could decide its fate. This is the Berlin Protocol, a spy thriller of secrets, danger, and survival in the world's deadliest game. In the freezing Berlin night, Alex Carter stood before an old warehouse, his breath forming clouds in the icy air. The temperature had dropped to -10 degrees, and the wind cut through his tactical jacket like a knife. Jake's voice crackled through his earpiece, breaking the eerie silence. "Alex, thermal scans are clear. Only 2 guards inside. Target file is in the left wing, 3rd room. Security system is outdated. I can handle it remotely." Alex pulled up his jacket collar and checked his suppressed Glock one more time before slipping into the shadows. "Copy that, Hawk. Keep the exits monitored and watch for any vehicles approaching.
This is Protocol 9.
Kozlov's men are unpredictable. On paper, this mission was simple: retrieve a classified file that had fallen into terrorist hands. But Alex knew nothing was ever simple in fieldwork. He'd learned that lesson the hard way during his 5 years with American intelligence. 2 days earlier in Washington, D.C., Director Marcus Webb had summoned him to his office on the 7th floor of headquarters. Webb's face was always serious, etched with the weight of countless operations. But that day his steel-gray eyes carried an even deeper tension that made Alex immediately alert. "Carter, we have a serious problem," Webb said gravely, placing a red folder marked "Eyes Only" on the mahogany table. "A weapons dealer in Berlin has stolen one of our top-secret files. Protocol Nightfall. If this file reaches the wrong hands, every NATO undercover agent in Eastern Europe will be exposed. We're talking about 200 lives at stake." Alex opened the folder carefully. Photos of warehouse locations, surveillance images, intercepted communications, and one name printed in bold: Viktor Kozlov, a Russian arms dealer infamous in the international black market for selling everything from assault rifles to surface-to-air missiles. "What's the timeline, sir?" Alex asked, his mind already running through possible scenarios and extraction plans. 26 hours. After that, Kozlov sells the file to the highest bidder at an underground auction. Webb leaned forward, his knuckles white as he gripped the desk. "Failure is not an option, Carter. This is as critical as it gets." Alex had weathered missions like these before, but the stakes had never been this high. "Will Jake be with me? I'll need tech support on the ground." "Yes, Harrison is already en route. And you'll have a local contact in Berlin." Webb paused, and Alex noticed the slight hesitation. "Sophia Romano." Alex's jaw tightened involuntarily. Sophia, that name always complicated every mission. Sometimes ally, sometimes mystery, always unpredictable. He never knew which side Sophia was really on, and that uncertainty had nearly cost him his life once before in Prague. "Sir, with all respect, Romano's loyalty is questionable at best. I'm aware of your history, Carter, but she has connections we need. Use her, but don't trust her." Webb's expression softened slightly. And Carter? Come back alive. Martha would never forgive me if something happened to you. Berlin, present time. Inside the warehouse, Alex drew his suppressed pistol and moved carefully forward, his tactical boots silent on the concrete floor. The first guard stood with his back turned, smoking a cigarette near a stack of crates. Alex approached silently from behind and delivered a precise strike to the pressure point on the guard's neck, catching him before he hit the ground. The second guard was positioned on the stairs, scrolling through his phone with bored indifference. These weren't professionals, just hired muscle, which meant Kozlov wasn't taking this seriously. That made Alex more nervous. What was he missing? Hawk, distract the second guard, Alex whispered into his comm. Within seconds, Jake made the warehouse lights flicker and die completely. The guard cursed in Russian and fumbled for his flashlight, moving away from his post. Alex seized the opportunity and neutralized him with a chokehold, lowering him quietly to the floor. File should be in the third room, left wing. Door's locked, but I'm bypassing it now, Jake updated. You've got maybe 3 minutes before their check-in time. Alex entered the room as the electronic lock clicked open. A metal safe was embedded in the wall, its red digital display blinking steadily. But before he could approach it, a voice came from behind, smooth and familiar. Looking for this, Carter? Alex spun around, weapon raised. Sophia Romano stood in the doorway, leaning against the frame with practiced casualness. In her hand was a USB drive that caught the dim light. She looked exactly as he remembered: dark hair, sharp features, and eyes that gave nothing away. Sophia, Alex didn't lower his gun. I need that file. Now! Sophia smiled, but there was no warmth in it, only calculation. I know. That's why I took it first. You always were a bit slow on the uptake, Carter. Who's your client this time? Alex asked, slowly moving toward her, calculating angles and distances. B6? Mossad? Or are you freelancing again? Maybe I'm working for the good guys for once, Sophia said, gracefully pocketing the USB drive. Or maybe the highest bidder. Guess which one? Suddenly, gunfire erupted somewhere in the warehouse, the staccato rhythm of automatic weapons shattering the tension between them. Alex, backup guards have arrived, at least 8 hostiles. Get out now! Jake shouted through the earpiece, his usual calm replaced with urgency. Sophia's eyes widened with genuine surprise. These aren't my people. Kozlov, Alex said with sudden realization, adrenaline surging through his system. He's trapped both of us. This was never about the file, he's cleaning up loose ends. Survival instinct took over. Alex grabbed Sophia's hand, their previous standoff forgotten in the face of mutual danger. Let's go! Both agents ran toward the side exit, their training synchronized despite the circumstances. Bullets ricocheted off the walls, sparking in the darkness. Alex returned fire, providing cover as they moved. He could hear men shouting in Russian, coordinating their positions. Jake, extraction point Alpha, now! Alex yelled, taking down one pursuer. On it! 2 minutes! The streets are busy, hold on! Once outside, Alex and Sophia took cover in a narrow alley between buildings, both breathing hard. Sophia reloaded her weapon with practiced efficiency, her hands steady despite the chaos. Truce? She asked, meeting his eyes. Until we get out of here, Alex agreed, checking his ammunition. Then we talk about that file. 2 minutes felt like an eternity. Kozlov's men were approaching from both ends of the alley, their shadows stretching across the cobblestones. Alex pulled out a flashbang grenade, his last one. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Boom! Amid the blinding light and deafening sound, Jake's black SUV arrived with a screeching halt, tires smoking. Alex pushed Sophia into the car and jumped in himself, bullets shattering the rear window. "Drive, Hawk! Drive!" Jake floored the accelerator, weaving through Berlin traffic with expert precision. "Is this your girlfriend?" he asked, glancing at Sophia in the rearview mirror with his trademark humor despite the situation. "Shut up and drive," Alex said, but he couldn't help the slight smile. Safe house 2 hours later. Martha Collins' Berlin safe house was a cozy apartment on the 3rd floor that blended perfectly into the tourist area. Martha, Alex's mentor and guardian figure since his parents died, met them at the door, worry etched on her kind face. "Alex, dear." She hugged him tightly, then held him at arm's length to check for injuries. "And who is this?" She eyed Sophia with maternal suspicion. "Complicated," Alex answered, the word becoming his default explanation. George Collins, Martha's husband, and a retired Army colonel emerged from the living room, laughing heartily. "Whenever he says complicated, it means trouble with a capital T. Come in, all of you. You look like you need a drink." Martha made tea, while Alex called Webb on the secure line. The director wasn't happy, his voice sharp with concern and frustration. "You don't have the file?" "Carter, mission failed." "I have the file," Sophia interrupted calmly, placing the USB drive on the coffee table. "But there's one condition we need to